In 1908, something exploded over Siberia with the force of 185 Hiroshima bombs, flattening 80 million trees across 800 square miles. No crater was ever found. In ancient India, texts describe flying machines and weapons that sound exactly like nuclear bombs. And beneath the ocean, we keep finding perfectly geometric structures that shouldn't exist. So here's the question nobody wants to ask out loud. What if aliens did not just visit Earth recently? What if they've been coming here for millions of years? Let's start with something that makes archaeologists very uncomfortable. Ancient civilizations that had no contact with each other somehow built nearly identical massive stone. Structures using techniques we can't fully replicate today. The pyramids of Egypt, the temples of South America, massive megaliths across the globe, all featuring precision stone cutting and astronomical alignments that seem impossible for the technology of the time. Then there's ancient art. Cave paintings from around the world show figures in what look like helmets and suits. The Nazca lines in Peru, massive geoglyphs, only fully visible from the air, created by people who supposedly never flew. Ancient Sumerian texts describe the Anunnaki beings who came from the sky with advanced knowledge. And then there are the Vimanas, flying machines described in ancient Sanskrit texts with technical specifications that sound like spacecraft. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe we're looking at evidence that's been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years. Now let's talk about things that physically exist and make no sense. The Peary race map from 1513 shows Antarctica's coastline with accurate detail. Except Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820. And the coastline shown is how it looked before it was covered in ice, which would be thousands of years ago. How then there's the Baghdad Battery, a 2,000-year-old clay jar that appears to be an ancient electrical cell. The Antikythera mechanism, a device found in a shipwreck from 100 BCE that's essentially an ancient analog computer used for astronomical calculations, technology that shouldn't exist for another 1,000 years. And here's where it gets really weird. In 1972, French scientists discovered a natural nuclear reactor in Gabon, Africa, that operated 2 billion years ago. Except the isotope ratios suggest it wasn't entirely natural. Someone or something might have been mining uranium there long before humans existed. Speaking of nuclear ancient sites in India, Pakistan, and other locations show evidence of vitrification, where rock has been melted at temperatures only achievable by nuclear weapons. And ancient texts from these same regions describe weapons that sound exactly like atomic bombs, complete with descriptions of radiation sickness. Fast forward to modern times. The Tunguska event in 1908, where something exploded over Siberia with massive force but left no crater and no debris. The official explanation is a meteor or comet airburst, but the pattern of destruction doesn't quite match. And witnesses described seeing a cylindrical object moving across the sky before the explosion. Then there's the US Navy's confirmation that UFO footage is real. Pilots tracking objects moving in ways that defy our understanding of physics. Objects dropping from 80,000 feet to sea level in less than a second. No visible propulsion, no sonic boom, just technology that shouldn't exist. And it's not just the US. Governments around the world have declassified UFO documents. Brazil, France, the UK, all releasing files about encounters they can't explain. The Pentagon established an official UFO investigation office. When governments start admitting they don't know what these things are, that's when you know something's going on. So here's the theory. What if Earth has been a point of interest for extraterrestrial civilizations for millions of years? Not a single visit, but ongoing observation. What if ancient humans encountered these visitors and interpreted them as gods? What if some of our technological leaps weren't entirely our own discoveries? Consider this. Humanity went from horses to landing on the moon in less than 70 years. That's an insane acceleration of technology. Some scientists argue that's too fast, that something might have given us a push, maybe recovered technology, maybe direct intervention. And if they've been visiting for millions of years, what are they waiting for? Why observe and not make contact? Maybe we're not ready. Maybe we're a science experiment. Or maybe they're already here, and we just don't recognize them. Look, I'm not saying aliens definitely built the pyramids, or that UFOs are 100% extraterrestrial, but the evidence is piling up, and the questions aren't going away. Governments are admitting they don't have answers. Ancient sites keep revealing impossible technology, and those objects in our skies, they're still flying around. So, have aliens been visiting Earth for millions of years? I don't know. But the more we dig, the harder it is to say no. Drop a comment with your theory. And if you believe, hit subscribe, because we're going deeper. Stay curious, and maybe keep an eye on the sky.